right, all right. Joe, that's a weird look, man. Don't do that. Looks really weird, dude. Delaney, my sleep is not the best either. Kathy, way to go. You're right on schedule. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear? Talk to me. Kay got slimes. Ooh, yeah, all right. Good morning. Charlotte, good morning. Delaney, Kathy, the cup. Claire is here. Claire's going to be joining us at the top of the hour, not long, and she will be co-hosting this morning with me. You can hear me? Great. Kathy, thanks for putting up the thing. Remember, you guys can eat me. No, you can't. Can meet me at IG, right? Joe _ Daddy _ network on Instagram. So reach out and touch me. All right, so there you go. It's a new Instagram. Bo is here. Whoa. Claire, the beauties are in the house. Man, there's no room for Joe Daddy. Yes, there is. Baby girl. Hey, baby girl. What are these girls talking about, man? This is like it's some life these girls have. I should be so lucky. My life isn't anything like these imagined lives you guys have. My imagined life is rather vigorous, but it's not like your imagined lives. You have line. There's a line waiting to get in wherever it is. Striper hasn't been, I haven't talked to him lately. Yeah, he did a live, or you guys did a live, or Juke wanted a live, or what the hell happened yesterday? That's right. Got slime. You were too tired for what, huh? The cup is in the house, and so is Danny the stripper. I guess it depends on what country you're from when you read that. They're stripper. Just chat it while they watch this work. I see. Oh, the call last night got you. So, Bo, the girls are all doing well today. You were busy otherwise. And what might have you have been doing, young lady? Oh, wait a minute. That's being presumptuous. About which part, Joe? Young or lady? No, I misspoke. All right. Stripper, striper. Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, not for me, but it'd be interesting to watch. See how you pulled that off. What does he mean by that? I'm not sure either, so we'll let it go. Lovely girls I have over here. They are gems, they are. Quiet and polite. That's what my girls are. Lottie, I'm sure you were busy. Oof. Oof. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Let me play that song. Suddenly weak. I'm so weak. I won today's tune. One tune today. Because we're having Claire coming up, so we'll get the music segment out of the program today. This is an old disco song where everybody can, you know, get up and dance. It's one that I'm sure you'll like. But it's not a disco at all. It's still one of my favorites, and I play it all the time. When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down, like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down, like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. That's enough. I can do the other verse another time. Okay, that's a musical number because we have just a jam show for you today. Angelina Jolie is going to visit us. Actually, she's watching at home and wants to do it virtually. So, there you go. All right, Angelina Jolie, and I was trying to get Brad Pitt today, but he can't make it. Many little secrets. Lottie, I laugh so hard at all your comments now, all these hidden messages. It makes me nervous. It makes me nervous because, you know, I don't want the censors who watch us to do anything. I don't want them to remove us. You know, Kathy, thank you so much for being a lovely thumbnail. But it was real weird. I kept putting you up. I had to put you up 3 times. It kept coming down. And I thought, there's nothing wrong with her. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a gorgeous shot. I mean, spectacular. And I mean that from the heart of my bottom. And it's really beautiful. I love it. But it kept disappearing on me. And then I thought, perhaps someone we don't want to talk about got wind of it and said it was a nasty photo or something. There's nothing bad with that photo. That is the best photo. I love that photo. She actually took it horizontally the way you're supposed to, everyone. So make sure you, when you take pictures and send them to me, I like them horizontal. I can do vertical too, but I prefer horizontal. She does. Bo DeVisser. Yes, we're so happy Bo is joining us again. And we'd like to connect with her too. We'd like to join up with her. That'd be a real hookup. Did that come out wrong? Who cares? Divine picture. Sarah Jane. We're so happy you are here, Sarah. Thanks for joining us. Sarah Jane is in the house, everyone. Welcome her. All right. Well, Lottie does have some humorous comments. Yeah. Hmm. So anyway, everything worked out well. And if anyone would like to be a thumbnail, let me just tell you, and Sarah Jane, you are included in this one. Please join our Discord, which will be presented to you there. Join the Discord and also send us a little picture and we'll put it up. You could be a thumbnail. I mean, if you're into that sort of thing. We can only put up respectful photos. At least that's what I'm told. So we only had one removed. And guess who it came from? Yeah, it's not much mystery there, is it? Well, she was, until you showed up, Jane, the new kid on the block. Not the new kid. The new girl in town. Not in town yet. Damn. Well, looky here. It's Kristen Live Acres of Kristen Live Acres on YouTube. She has her own YouTube channel, so check her out. She does all kinds of farm stuff with chicks and more chicks and occasionally guys. And it's really a good time. So tune in to Kristen Live Acres. She's our very good friend here, and she's one of us. So throw the love. 32-year age gap. Ooh, I joined May December 2 years ago. Sarah Jane. Good to see you, Sarah Jane. I'm sure I welcomed you there at least 2 years ago. So nice to have you here. Thanks for coming over. Thanks for coming over to the live side. I'd say the wild side, but it does take, I drive this bus, right, with everyone in it, and their conversations lead me to different directions. And where they usually end up is spiraling down the side of the mountain, but we stay on the road. It's just that sometimes the conversation, well, it gets a little carried away. So, but in a good way, and it's all meant in great fun. And it usually has sexual overtones or undertones, depending your preference is what happens here. But it is what happens, and we're happy you are here, and we are congratulating you on your age gap relationship. That's terrific, because that is the foundation of how all of this began. It is a foundation, is what we need. And I'm not going to preach today, y'all. I'm not going to preach. I can't preach because I just can't do it. But I was up in Alabama not long ago, and I was talking to a group of girls. Okay, so let's see now. Nice to meet you, sir. I get to go pick up my new gun in a little bit. Oh, girl. While my guitar gently sleeps or weeps or something like that. So you're going to get a gun. What do you get? You're getting a 9mm, aren't you? You want us to put that out there so no creeps on your YouTube channel, which there shouldn't be, don't bother you. Oh, Sarah, that's so sweet of you. Yes, I believe that. You have to let people know, because sometimes us older guys, we have to get hit over the head with a ton of bricks. Not the kind that the rioters were throwing, because they were there beforehand. But let's get a brick. That might hurt too. Sometimes we have to be hit over the head with a yoga block. You got my picture. Yeah, we sometimes are slow on the pickup, because when we don't think that something is even an option, our wisdom tells us to just avoid the issue. You know what I mean? We don't like rejection, so we do what we do when we do it. And sometimes we need a little wake-up call, that's all. But thank you all. Claire, is the latency off? I'm looking at myself there. That beard's getting whiter. I must be getting older by the minute. Oh my goodness. My videos. Let me give you a big hug. That is so nice of you to say. It's good to know that there was some, they're still relevant today too. They transcend time because those videos that Angela and I did were really good. And so it's all good. It's all good. Ooh, Charlie's in the house. Ooh, Charlie. I'm going back to have these glasses checked because I think they're messed up. Let me, Where did I put my big glasses? No, they're probably in the other room. So screw it. We'll go with these. Okay, so I'm looking for an assistant to come in and organize my place. Well, here in the South, the world the way it is, pretty much everyone carries. That's nice. And look at this little logo on my shirt. That's my beloved football team, the Washington Redskins. And before there was the Miami Dolphins or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or the Atlanta Falcons, the furthest team south was the Washington Redskins. I want you all to know that. 1937, they moved from Boston Redskins to become the Washington Redskins. And now, because sponsors are withholding money from any team that has a negative name or connotation, we are going to have to change the logo. So this is going to become a collector's item. I'm going to buy up some more stuff. This is the old logo. And the American Indians have even said it was a symbol of strength as the brave, I mean, they even okayed it. But, the way times are today, somebody gets a hair right up their butt. And what happens? Well, it's just not acceptable. Well, I'm not changing the name, says Dan Snyder, the crazy owner of the Redskins. And then suddenly, that was for a couple years, and then suddenly, when they're withholding money, now we're going to have to bow down to the almighty dollar and do that. And it's a shame because there's a lot of history. I went to several Super Bowls that my team won. They won 3. But, what are you going to do? These are the times we live in. This has been a Joe Daddy editorial. Thank you. Now, in just a few minutes, we're going to be bringing you the star of the show today, and that would be my beautiful and wonderful friend, Clare. Clare, who is seen on other channels too, much to my chagrin. When somebody called her out and said, "Oh, we love Clare," and I'm like, "What? This hussy, she works everywhere." But we're really happy to have Clare, and we get to hear her beautiful accent. It's a little bit of Scottish with a little bit of Britain, but mostly it's highly, highly sophisticated. So you'll enjoy that coming up in just a moment. But I digress. And my friend Charlotte, she's all of our friend, of course, but is giving me little things. I'm becoming tongue-tied. Not really. I don't get like that. But I didn't hear. When I say the word "but," not like asses, but a "but," any "but." Charlotte picks up a nuance that I have that no one has ever said before. And if you guys knew this, I would really appreciate it if you would say so. Let me give you an idea of a sentence. If you hear me say the word "but" in a sentence, Charlotte says it's preceded by a "mm." So, okay, I can be a "but" man, but I don't have to go in front of every time I use it. I mean, it's like, oh, look, they're tearing down that wall, but it's, and she claims, I go, they're tearing down that wall, but, and I haven't heard it yet. So she gave me the but, so I must have said it. So now I'm going to record, I'm going to read, I'm going to rewatch and find out if I do it. And there I just spilled the beans, but. But anyway, that's my friend Charlotte. I'm trying to promote this channel. You are, hon. No question. We love you for that. When Joe says but, he puts a little M in front of it. But. I love it. Oh, but that's a different but. Oh, man. And once he notices he doesn't say it anymore, you see, but when I just get on a roll, I'm not listening to those little things. I'm just going in. And so you guys listen for an M but. And it feels real good. All right, so moving on. A couple minutes, the beautiful Claire will come on. You're kidding me. No, you didn't hear an but, did you? Damn. That's something to be known for. Joe can't even say the word but without showing his approval. He can't even in the most innocent of sentences say the word but without going, It reminds him of something. What is wrong with this man? Well, you don't get this gray hair, a gray beard from not knowing stuff. Okay, but. Oh, but, yes. Okay, so now we know more about me than I really wanted to. Well, everybody knows that anyway, right? Don't you? You all do that about me. Yes, so like when you say a sentence, it flows about when you notice, you're less likely to say it. Yes, well, yeah, that's what I mean. When I just get on a rant, you guys listen for the but, and then type up but. Now, we'll see who gets there but. I'm not going to say that. I think that would not be nice on this morning program, especially when we're having my dear friend. What a segue. Talking about buts. We're having my dear friend Claire join us right now. Let me call in Claire. I hope you're ready, dear. If you're not, well, get ready. Get ready, because here she comes, yeah. Are we doing voice or we're doing voice? Look at this. Look at this girl. Again? Okay. I got you, Claire. What happened? This is a simple process. I'm glad we're 4 minutes early. I'll try it again. I tried to answer already. All right, listen. Here, I'm going to do it again. You answer. Are you there?
Hello?
Claire. Oh my goodness. It's so good to have Claire on the program today on the Joe Daddy Network with Joe Daddy. This is my lovely friend, beautiful friend, Claire.
Let me just shift you all around so I can see the comments as well. I was peeing then when you called.
You were peeing. Oh, I love that. Anybody we know? I got you. All right. All right. Well, we'll try and keep it civil. There she is. Woo! Claire. So, you were peeing, and how was that? Everything okay?
Fabulous.
We know it was fabulous. We know the source is spectacular. So, so yeah, Claire, you're getting all these accolades from other shows. So you make your rounds. I know.
Yeah, it's crazy. I only joined I don't know, less than a month ago.
I know.
And they asked me to be a mod, so. But I thought it was a good example of another Twitch community that was actually positive and that wasn't about gaming, and that had a sort of charismatic gentleman at the helm. So I thought, this is interesting. I mean, it's a bit of a crazy show, but when you actually watch and hear him speak, he's a really fun guy.
Yes, he's a fun guy. I did watch it. It was just not my brand of vodka, but it's okay. It's all right. It's good. And I know that he loves you. And too quickly, I might add, you are my girl, and don't you do that again. But he was fawning over you, sort of, in one of those videos. And that was very nice. And as you should be so
Yeah, he
regarded.
liked.
Yeah, he was. So let's see now. Claire, Claire is also in charge of, let's say, disseminating information to all of you about anything that goes on in the world of our Discord, our Facebook, our whatever, everything. So when she comes up with something that is of importance, she is free to break into the program and say, time for a clarification, and she will give us the 411 on what's happening. But do you have anything now? Everything's all right now? Are we back to normal? As far as normal can be? Yeah.
Well, pretty much. We're getting there. It's still
Yeah.
ridiculous in the UK.
Yeah.
Oh, Bo is sweet.
What did Bo say? Yes. At least you get Joe when he isn't hungover. Kathy, that was a rare occasion for me, and I appreciate you bailing me out because you and your man, Carrie, you came to my rescue, and that was great.
Yeah, no offense. That would have been a really crap show without Kathy and Carrie.
Well, I wasn't very energetic, let's say. I was hungover. I shouldn't even have been here. I even contemplated moments before the show to just say, I'm not going to be here. But you know what? And as I said it on that show, you go out with the boys, you get up with the men. Oh, behave. Yes, I know. Okay, so, or just get up with the men. Get up on it. All right, so let's see. Claire Juke. What is that? Hi, Juke.
Oh, Linda's here as well.
Linda. Oh, good. Linda, how are you doing today? Linda's here, and Bo, they are both from the Netherlands. I don't know originally. No, Linda's from the U.S., but they both live in the Netherlands. The Netherlands. Not the Netherlands, Joe. Not the nether regions, right, Bo? Okay. The Netherland. And Cliffs of Juke is here. Ooh, Charlie.
Yeah, I should warn you that my children, they're downstairs with David, but they are noisy. So if you can hear them in the background, they are being tended to by their father. I've not just sort of let them roam downstairs.
No, that's quite all right. And we love children. This is a not suitable for children station, so I wonder how that would play out if they heard children's voices in the background, murmurings and everything. And they say, but I thought it wasn't for children. We just have recordings of kids to keep us in line. Who's holding the meetings today? All right, what is that? Okay. Here in Northwest Florida, the Tourism Board and the county are holding meetings about putting restrictions back on us. That's one thing that Kristen probably use a little restriction, but that's a different issue. So I live in the Netherlands, and I'm from Texas. Texas. I like Texas. Texas is a big old state, and I like the cut of their jibs down there. Yeah, Texas is a good place. How long has it been since you've been home, Linda? We'll find out. So
yeah,
the
beard is great, isn't it? Everybody loves the beard. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's quite all right. Thank you. Thanks, Linda. Sam said to me today, he said, Joe, how's the beard doing? And I said, Sam, it's kind of growing on me. And I thought a guy who had a beard would have already known that line. And he said, ha, that's a good one. I thought it was pretty obvious. All right. But it's starting to grow on me a little bit. It starts out a little. It's strange. I was talking to my son on his birthday yesterday, Bastille Day, 30 years old. And he was, we were talking about beards and stuff. His, of course, is black. He has a black beard, but He's a bit younger than I am. I was
Slightly older
37.
than
I
I am.
was 37 when he was born. So all of you out there that want to have children later.
Yeah, well, David was 48, so.
Wow, David was 48, so that's even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So,
now he's down there corralling them. Yes.
Yes.
I'm the odd man out here. Why is that, Kathy? You love my gray hair, all of it, Kristen. Well, it's only all of my hair is visible to you. Let me just let that be clear. So, I live on the west coast of Scotland, near Glasgow. I've been to Glasgow, and Claire has family or friends or something.
Yeah, family. Yeah.
Family in Glasgow.
My father's from near Glasgow.
So it's beautiful over there.
Yeah.
What happened with Sam at his meeting? Oh, yes. I know you would have brought that up. Sam told me that he didn't have his hookup the other day, that he was going to tell us all about. He said, sorry, Joe, I'll have to tell you later. And Sam was coming to me from his classroom where he's teaching, and he has ordinarily 27 students. He has 6 in his classroom now, 6. And how many? I think 8 or 14, 11 did not show up. They are educating themselves on the computer. So it's kind of up in the air. Nothing's mandatory, I guess, right?
No, that's right. There's only a few classes back, and they don't actually have to go back. Most people are homeschooling.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, to say the least. It's very hard.
I can imagine it makes parents appreciate teachers, right? They need to be paid more money.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I appreciated teachers before, but now it's like, yeah, I'm in awe of teachers.
Yes, when I was in the 4th grade, I had 2 blonde teachers. They were, oh my goodness, they were not much older than Charlotte there, and they were special. And I'm a 4th grader, and I would swear to God, but I don't believe in him. So I'm going to swear to something I believe in. I swear to Claire that I was in love with these women. There were 2 teachers, and they were like, oh, like one interchange. They were gorgeous, and I would sit there, and they'd call on me, and I'd be like, I wanted to repeat the grade, but I think they moved me on just for the hell of it to get me out of their sight. Must have been a creep then, not now, as far as we know. But anyway, they were beautiful, and they had these legs that went on forever, And I could only imagine in my 4th grade mind where they rendezvoused, And I just did. I think of them to this day. But now, sadly, they're in their 70s. So I think I'll keep my 4th grade impression. So anyway, that's my story about school. That's all I got out of school, actually. I didn't really. I was listening to Bloomberg earlier, and they're talking about putting robots in restaurants to cook and serve and prevent spread of the virus. What the I tell you what, I don't know if it's a good idea or not. I can imagine going up to a drive-through window. It's not a real restaurant, but it's fast food. Going up there and ordering something, and the robot just sticks out an arm and gives it to you, and the order's wrong, and you complain, and then what happens? The robot's hand comes out and goes, something like that. And you're on your way, just like you are with people. It would be.
Given how prone bots are to mistakes, it would be probably hellish.
Yeah, I'm sure it would be. I had multiple teachers in my school that were attractive, men and women. There we go.
Same shot. Did you see the comment that I put above, Joe?
Which one? Oh.
About my son's teacher and just how brilliant that she is.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Ooh. Daniel's teacher's sexy. Oh, you like to have those parent-teacher meetings with her. Do you think she swings from both sides of the plate?
No, I don't, unfortunately.
Really?
Not getting the vibe.
Well, maybe I could get her to go that way for you. You're so repulsive, you Mr. But. Get out of here. But. No, I still have trouble with that. I just think it's the funniest thing because I am so careful, you know, in acting or whatever I do, trying to enunciate and be proper. And now to know that I have some defect, but you know, yours is
They
right
may
under.
not have noticed it. I didn't notice it, to be honest.
Clarabelle's place, cheeky, yes, of course, bit cheeky. Two at the same time. You were wild even since you were young.
Well, yeah, I don't know what it is about teaching.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but I had no idea why I was that way. Later on, of course, I realized. I realized, they're like chips here or crisps over there. It's hard to eat just one. So yes, and then you run into these things with, but I had a lot of nuns there, so nuns were not very appealing to me at any age, and
novices can be.
Yeah, novices. Oh, please, novices. Yes, novices. The novices because they're usually smaller, and their cassocks, if they're called cassocks, swing when they walk because they haven't been properly instructed in keeping your, walking like you got a stick up your butt, So you notice small things. Well, thanks very much. I'm not going to connect that to anything that you've seen because mine is right under Claire's comment. Okay, what did you say, Kathy? Mine is right under Claire's comment. Kristen Live Acres, what the? Kathy, okay. I'm not a fan of beards, but I'll make an exception for you, handsome Joe Daddy. There you go. I got you now, girl. Okay, thank you. I'm glad that you would do that. Well, by that time, it should be nice and soft. By that time. I don't know when that time is, but.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Yes. All right. Oh, look who's here. I'm a British
got rid of him.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
British cop.
I'm sure they like that representation. I had this teacher once. She had the most beautiful curls and was always wearing heels. And she had all these rings covering her fingers. My God, my friend and I, we were so in love with her that one day we went into the ladies' room.
So that's just your imagination.
And we noticed that she was changing. And we were like, don't say anything. Every curve that we noticed just sent a chill through us. And we started to feel warm in other places. Okay, that was some dressing room. What I guess this is going.
The way you're speaking now, it was like ASMR in my ear.
Really? Is it like ASMR? Yes, let this just vibrate and resonate in your loins, my dear. And yes, that's good. Yeah, there you go. Let me get my mic.
Now that would be interesting ASMR.
Yes, as a ASMR, I would have to. What would I say? What could I possibly say that would? But I love all my male teachers. Why are teachers so hot? Because they don't get paid enough and they have to dance in the evening. Not so much these days, but boy, oh boy, were they hot back in my youth. That wasn't very long ago, Kristen. What a creative username, yes, British cop. Excuse me. British cop. What did Lottie do? Oh, stop. We had an art teacher who was always wearing heels, and she would wear short skirts, and she had long blonde hair. And I remember rubbing my hand from her knee up the inside of her skirt on the inside of her thigh, and when it came to a halt, I knew where I was, and it was damp. Okay, so there you go.
You sounded genuinely like an Audible book then.
Genuine.
Very impressed.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll work on it. And it was damp. Okay. And we had a science teacher who had a band and sung Sex on Fire. I don't know that song. Sex on Fire? Well, good for him.
I think that's a Kings of Leon song, but I could be wrong.
Could be Kings of Leon.
Which is ironical. In fact, I'm going to look that up.
It is. That's the irony. I'll have to learn that number. Joe Daddy of Leon. The reason that male teachers are hot is because they are gifted, if you know what I mean, Joe Daddy.
It is. The band is called Kings of Leon.
Yeah. Bo, you live for ASMR stuff. Well, let me just ask you.
Right. I watched or listened to so much of it.
So much of what? ASMR?
Yeah.
ASMR is good. And when they get in there and they talk like this, but I like a little more vibrato. Okay, so Joe, you should do something like an audiobook about the ocean. Is that what you mean? About about. I'd never experienced it before, but she was panting so hard, and I knew I was close, and she was close, and suddenly my face was covered with moisture. I didn't know what to do, but I did taste it, and it was wonderful. Okay, so there we go. All right.
Tickling my ear.
What'd you say? You can
I
hear
said it's tickling my ear.
It's tickling your ear. All right, so that feeling is the best.
Oh my goodness. Oh, so did I. There was a college teacher that I really liked, and that's what I used to do. I'd wear all my best outfits on that day.
Yes. Maybe we'll have to excuse ourselves. Well, if I come over to your place, at least I know you have a sitter. Yeah, okay. It might be your husband, but you know, that's a small detail, folks. Film at 11. All right. Let's see. And make sure you have your good shoe. Oh, your patent leather shoes, you know, that's what you want to wear with a short skirt when you're not wearing panties or underwear, as you so eloquently describe it. Yes, because they reflect up. So Catholic schoolgirls couldn't wear patent leather shoes because the boys would be glancing down. It would reflect up and show these, you know, stark white cotton panties. How would I know that?
Shock horror.
Yeah. Okay. Dress sexy in those days. That's what Poe did.
Oh, always looks good anyway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on. You all look fantastic all the time. And I might point out that our thumbnail today is exceptional. Is she not? She is. Yes. We had to wear tights, unfortunately. I love tights, so, you know. It's a little chill in the air, and you have tights, and you have these pleated skirts on, and well, I'm not going to get into it because I might have to get out of this chair then. But Catholic school was not the best. Bo, it wasn't the best. It was the best for girls. But when I was in school, the Catholic girls would cross their legs and they wore these stockings and their garters showed. And I will never forget that. I didn't learn anything in that class. I think that was about 6th grade. And this girl would just cross her leg. And I would see all this skin and I'd see that garter. And I'm like, oh, that is so sexy. And again, I wasn't sure why. But I was starting to see you see where this was headed for me? Yes. I was in a spiral. Why don't you study harder, son? I am, believe me, Dad.
Biology is my favorite subject.
That's right. Catholic girls are naughty. I've learned that, yes, but all girls are naughty.
You should read Lottie's comment because it's so relatable to me.
All right, let me see up there. Is that the nearest? We had to wear tights, that one, you mean?
Yeah.
Did
you see that one?
Yeah, I did see that. But at the end of my school year, I would wear stockings. Oh. Yeah, stockings are good. If you are wearing them with a garter, it's great. I mean, pantyhose. Ah, there's nothing sexy about a pantyhose. Maybe if they're crumbled at your ankles, perhaps, but that's just the man's point of view. I mean, they may be comfortable. And Bo in her Catholic school was the best. That was the only thing good about it, Bo. Bo is our representative from the occult there. No, the Catholic school was fine. I didn't know any better at the time. And then I, as you would say, learnt, which would not have, and I would have not graduated from Catholic school if I said learnt. Okay. But,
I hated it. Completely hated it all the time. Apart from some of the people were very interesting, to say the least.
Where? At school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't into all the, I don't even know how rituals or whatever you call it.
Yeah. I call them rituals. As a matter of fact, in Catholic school, all that genuine. I mean, just imagine that. Just examine this for a moment. You walk into church, you dip your hand in water and do a sign like this. I mean, you might as well, be walking into, a haunted mansion or something, Okay, you got to go here. We got to go. Oh, no, we go in here and you creep in. You're going into school. A nun will be there with a pointer. You're dressed properly today. Yes, all right, move on. And then you get hit in the back of the head. No speaking, Mr. Leon. Yes, sister. Oh, man.
I got in trouble once because I didn't know this, but you're not supposed to turn your back on the cross. It's called on the altar at the front. And of course, I didn't know any better, so I turned my back and I got into detention for a week. And I'm like, I didn't know. I'm sorry. And like, no, you should show respect to the altar.
Oh,
The
man, they are
altar,
so full of shit. They can't even keep enough people in that religion. They can't. My high school was all boys Catholic high school. It's now mostly girls, and they combined 4 schools to make up one because they don't have the following anymore. What with all the pedophilia going on in that, and being pushed along, and what they would do is take a priest who was guilty. They'd have the report, and they would put it in a file, and then transfer him out to do the same thing at another location. So yeah, it's a creepy place, and it's just
yeah, it's like that game that they, in bad movies when they show some guy and he puts a ball under a cup and you shuffle it around. You put the priest under the cup and you shuffle him around. Is he at this school? Is he at that school? No, he's over there. Yeah. Oh no, he's been caught again. Shuffle him around.
That's right, they do that because they're a dwindling breed. And if following that religion makes you feel good, just remember that you were born into it, because no one here, no one, knowingly would do that. And you all know my theory that when children are born, they should wait. Don't indoctrinate them in something. Teach them to be kind. Treat humans kindly. Don't be rude. Do, to others as you want done unto you, or whatever the crap is. You want to just be a nice person, be a kind person, and, don't be rude, right? And then when you're 21 years of age, say, okay, you are allowed now to select any religion you want to be a member of. And the last box is, no, thank you. And I think most would check no, thank you, because they are already on their way to being fine people, and they don't need to be indoctrinated into some sort of Kool-Aid drinking cult, which, by the way, they do that too, although it's wine. And then they give the wine to the next person in line. I wonder how that's working out with a pandemic.
With like a nasty little linen cloth thing. Oh, we'll wipe it. I'm sure that.
Oh yeah, they hold it on their thumb. Oh please, that's disgusting. Look,
that's a great philosophy that Christian has.
I know. What does she have there? What? Oh yes, my rituals include, but restricted, a little work, a lot of play, plenty of vino, yes, of course, and lots of sunshine, salt water, and hanging with YouTube peeps. There you go. That's good. I mean, that's good. That is a religion unto itself. Now let's bow our heads and pray. Yeah. All right.
Lottie, I went to Catholic school, and it must have been some sort of cruel joke by my parents because I wasn't even Catholic.
Oh yeah, I had friends like you.
They spent all this time telling me how Catholicism was a load of rubbish and that it's not our religion. So, stay away from them. And then we moved to England and it's like, oh, by the way, you're going to this Catholic school. Enjoy.
Yeah,
So that was fun.
Yeah, well, here's what they did in the old days, back in the day, that they were private. So it would be like, I used to go to a poor man's private school. So they put kids, and I had friends who were not Catholic that went there. I guess parents who maybe if both are working, some discipline had to be imparted on the kids, But don't rely on your teachers to give discipline. They're not allowed to anymore. They can't even have you turn your cell phone off. It's ridiculous. I'm not a big fan of organized religion, says, ooh, Charlie. Well, you were raised Catholic, but I don't practice their teachings anymore because of their anti-LGBTQ plus views. I might add a plus in there because anything that wants to swing in from anywhere they don't like. But they've softened their stance conveniently on, evolution. Of course, God created Earth in whatever number of days, that bullshit. So now, because they were losing so many, they softened on it. Well, perhaps we can see that. Yeah, of course you can see it. We know why you're doing it. We know why you're doing it. You need more money.
Oh, deacons, wow. I had like really old judgmental teachers at my school for the most part. Kathy was taught by some hot deacons.
Kathy was taught by who?
Hot deacons.
Hot.
They're one of the. There's like archdeacons and stuff. They're like a step up from like a normal reverend. They're like an ultra reverend or something.
Oh, I see.
I remember
but I heard, couldn't deacons get married? Wait, what? That was a.
No, yeah. It depends. Not in the Catholic Church. In Church of England, Anglican, or I think you guys call it Episcopalian or something.
Probably the same, yeah. Right. Catholic school I went to is still open, but it's really, really small now. Well, perhaps you've grown some. No, I guess everyone's going to public school. Yes. Right on.
Yeah, the school that I went to is still alive and kicking.
Yeah, mine's alive and kicking. Alive and Kicking, by the way, did a song called Tighter and Tighter. I don't know if you know that. Okay. Yes, just a little bit of minutia.
Joe's random fact of the day.
Yes, there you go. Hey, girls, I got some advice about my Joe. Okay, let's hear about your Joe. We did. You said something about him, right? Let's see. Where is it? Okay, so yes, I haven't been talking to our texting Joe, and he finally texted me last night and asked what's going on between us, and he doesn't know. Then he said, I feel like you don't want to be around me, but don't know how to what? Don't know how to tell him? Tell him no. You
need to be around him, or you do.
Yes, we can talk more privately about it. Anytime you want to talk privately, you know where to find me. I'm in any number of 7 places. No.
Are you on the Discord, Christian? Because there's like a relationship channel page there, just to plug the Discord in.
Plug that Discord. Let's plug it in. Relationship channel within the Discord. Yeah. It's still the same. That's my opinion. No, they haven't, Joe Daddy. What is that? What haven't they done? We're going to need, as we increase, we're going to need someone dedicated to do nothing but text things that are missed. So that's going to be a job that someone may want to have. That requires, Laura, it requires detail. Yeah.
Hopefully, if we get a bit bigger, people will pay for super chats, which is where you donate to highlight your comment, which is a few of the people have found. But right now, it's relatively easy to follow everyone.
Let's see, that would be good. I passed the church on the way to the pub. Does that count? Yes, of course it does. The fact that you go there, but that's all right. I mean, that's too close to a church for me.
Kathy, are you able to link the Discord? Because I have like a bunch of crap open right now.
Kathy has a couple tasks to do. She's supposed to put up my new Instagram, the Joe Daddy Network, when she hears that word. And look who's here, Rachel King. Hello, Rachel, good to see you. Say hello to Sarah Jane. What is the Discord? Okay, we're putting that up. We're going to put up the link for you.
She's done it.
It is up. Wow. Well done. Well done, Kathy. Control-Alt-Elite. That's a clever name, isn't it? Hi, all.
That's Matt from the Discord for everyone.
Nice. Hello, Matt.
It's a good idea about the bot that's on Discord, which is mostly set up, but it still needs a little bit of tweaking.
Yes, I have a question. We need to talk about the restreaming. We'll get to that eventually. In terms of their views of the yes, I know they're against it, yet they do it. You know what I'm saying? My church is just 2 blocks away, but it's far from traditional. Oh, newbie.
Yeah, so everyone's got your new Instagram. Now you need to post some pictures.
Yeah.
Preferably the ones like, with the view on the side of the pool from your old Instagram. That was good.
The view of the what?
You beside the pool with the pool balls.
Oh, the pool balls. Yes, I'll put that in there. I will do that. Yes, I have to get to work on that. And I should have an assistant handling that, but she's already dropped the case. What happened to Charlotte? Where'd she go? Yes.
Probably still listening.
Yes. Do I still have a girlfriend, Joe? And who is this gouting? Let's say, let's put it this way. Angela has moved on. She's moved on. She's quite happy, and I'm happy to report that she has a boyfriend. I'm happy to report that. I only learned of that yesterday. She called me, and I was thrilled for her because I want the best for her. So she's seeing someone, so that's good. A long-distance relationship, but good for her. Good for her. She deserves the best. Well, once you've been around Joe Daddy, I mean, you got to have the best. So, yes, so she's doing well. But, no, I don't have, excuse me, an official girlfriend, so are you a woman? Or man, I can't tell. Oh, you're a finger. Good. I didn't say I would help, Joe. I did say I would help. I know you did.
Well, get him to post some half-decent pictures. You should let Lottie pick them out, actually. I bet she'll pick out some crackers.
Yes, I'm sure she would. I bet she'd pick out some that I wouldn't approve of. But as I understand, I can have a private section too, right? You know what I mean? Someone sent me a request yesterday. They wanted to, send me some photos, and they were blurred or something. And I said, it's okay. You can do that. You can say. I said, sure. Why not? Send me what you have. And then she sends me a couple shots, which were okay. And then she says, I have more risque. And I said, well, that's enough. I'm good, thanks. I think she took offense. Then I said, no, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying, I get it. I know. I've seen it before. Appreciate it. So I'd have to make another Instagram for a private. No, then I don't think I need a private one. Let's just put the regular stuff in.
You can just share it with all your close people.
Yes, I will. I only share that with close people. Yes, of course. Sending your love to
Lottie's private Insta, which is amazing, by the way.
Who said that? What did you say, hon? I missed that.
I said that Lottie's private Instagram is amazing.
Yes, I'm well aware of that, actually. Mm-hmm. I did say, though, that I would put up a photo of your butt, but you didn't listen to me. Oh, yes. No one wants to see my butt. Follow you on Instagram.
I think lots of people do. I'm sure that would get many likes. You know, you could become
Wow.
an influencer.
That's nice. I don't think I'm supposed to do that kind of risque stuff. Am I? No. I live in Panama City Beach. That's where Kristen is, so everybody is welcome there. Oh, I mean, she welcomes everyone. She's very, very nice. Love the picture
Yes,
with the short skirt.
yes, oh, exactly.
Oh man, I've seen that one too. Oh man, Lottie. She shows you a Lottie. Okay. Best of luck to Angela. Absolutely. May December is a great support for you, and we're glad to hear that. I enjoy checking it every now and then. Please do continue to check those videos. As I said earlier, they transcend time. We will forever have age gap relationships, and people will forever not want their friends, family, or whomever to be in that relationship. And it always amazes me how someone else would know what I want, you know? So they just don't know. They think they know what we're supposed to want, right? That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. They just judge you based on the numbers that they see, which has nothing to do with anything. So long as you're legal, above board, all that sort of thing. You can't judge somebody just based upon that.
Yeah.
Which is always what they say. They just can't get over the numbers, but that doesn't matter. You wouldn't say that to a gay couple, for example,
No,
which is
you
what
wouldn't.
annoys.
Right, that's right. It's they feel those people feel like they have some identity with you because they are in a heterosexual relationship that they may be one of or the two of them may be miserable in that relationship and won't admit it. So they cast aspersions at us because we would be in an age gap relationship, and we are smiling walking down the street, and they're just shaking their heads in disdain. And well, what do we say to them? Fuck them. Okay. So, yes, ma'am. Oh, we say it in ASMR. We tell them what they can do with themselves. With themselves.
It really does. When you do that, it tickles my ear
It doesn't really tickle your
because I've
ear.
got I've got earphones.
Maybe. Yes, you have little ear headsets on, don't you? I bet they are wonderful looking. Okay. Earmuffs. Oh, yes.
No, just a little in your ear.
There's nothing like having suddenly your ears are covered by thighs. Nothing like that. All right, so next we're moving on to Kristen. At Kristen. No kidding, you're visiting from Texas? Well, you're only 6 hours from me. How long is it, Kristen, to get up there? Hmm. Rachel, you are in Panama City Beach now? At Panama City Beach? You don't have headphones?
No, you need to put them on. It's amazing.
Yeah. Come see me. Yeah, so you're up there. Well, that's an invitation. Joe Daddy doesn't get them every day. Come visit. Say hello. You don't have any plans to continue your trip maybe to Orlando? That's only an hour and a half, and I come up and we can have cocktails. Or, conversation. Lottie do tell. What does she do telling about? Well, in my life, of course, I've seen quite a bit, dear. I've seen things that I can't even think. I've seen things that I can only talk to you about when we meet in person. And that goes for anyone. Now, you should be compiling a list of all these things I've told you. Remind me of this, remind me of that, and I'll tell you those stories. I try to think of stories that I can, report on or tell you about daily. And sometimes I start winding down the wrong road. Go ahead. What, hon?
These should be what you're talking about on the Skype, not necessarily the more risque ones, but I'm sure people would love to hear your story. Or maybe like on Twitch, you could, because they're a bit more lenient there, you could talk,
Yeah,
play the guitar, that sort of thing.
I see. Yeah, I
I
could
think
do that on
people.
Twitch. Yeah, but I like to tell my stories. But some of the stories are really, I mean, I have some doozies, folks. I mean, really. Um, I have them. I have some stories that keep you listening. That from Frankfurt, Germany, from Hamburg, also, and from, in particular, Amsterdam. Some really good ones that really kind of make you wonder why they ever had an Amsterdam, or actually make you understand why they have an Amsterdam. You're booking Bo de Visser flight right now.
Yeah, I'm so there.
Well, they won't let me fly there, so I'll have to go private, and that's so expensive. But if you book it, I'll get on board.
I know some people with a small aircraft, but I don't know how small it is.
I was talking to my son yesterday. He says there's no restriction in Switzerland, so from America we can fly there. And then, but I think you have to be quarantined, and then I'd take a train, planes, boats, and everything to get to where I need to be. Had I known you were there, Rachel, we, 3 or 4 of us could have shown up, because it would be like a meetup right there. And if Kristen is there, Kristen, you should at least say hello.
What are you trying, Kathy?
Okay, we have no idea. I'm booking Bo's flight. Yeah.
I read that the next sentence completely wrong. Then she's wrote, "I want to come over, Charlotte." Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, the Queen of Devisiville. Give me the ultimate invitation with an always welcome. That's what Queen Elizabeth gave me when I went over there to visit with her.
She just told you to stay away from that naughty boy, Andrew.
Oh, no, I went over there as sort of reporting on her. She got in touch with me. So they sent the royal plane to pick me up. I went over there and chatted with her, but they wouldn't let me stop and visit anyone because it was an unauthorized flight. So, oh, good. Are you trying to arrange a meetup? Great event. Yes. We will have a meetup, I think, in London, and I think it's going to take place. We're in the works already. We're working on the hotels, actually. Right, Charlotte?
She talked to David because he goes to London on business pretty regular, so he's a pretty good idea of hotels in London and which ones that are nice but not as expensive, and which ones that are just hellish. You wouldn't want to stay there.
Yeah, fortunately enough, I've been there, and there are some wonderful places that are moderately priced, and we are indeed.
Yeah, Manchester is also a great place as well.
Well, no, I was thinking of that. I had mentioned that yesterday, that I thought that would be good. Maybe London for a few days and then over, because there are things I want to do in London. I mean, that I can do in Manchester, but then there are specific things in London that I want to go back to. Yeah. I always wanted to go to a Man U game, but that would be so, that'd be crazy, huh? Count me
Well,
in for London.
that would be a very easy thing to organise.
Yeah.
I know somebody with a box at the Manchester United Stadium.
Really?
That's it's really good there. You get like a meal and everything. That would
Oh,
be a good idea.
yes.
Night out.
I've been to those. I was at a box in the Super Bowl once. Oh my goodness, a bartender and everything. Wonderful. Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be fantastic.
because
I for one am
even if you're
exhausted.
not interested in football, there's still the meal and the drinks
Oh,
and
I'm telling you.
everything.
Yes, it's the camaraderie.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love that. I love that. As a matter of fact, I am less attentive when I'm in one of those to the game because, you may not know this about me, but I like to chat a little bit and, spread good cheer to everyone. All right, well, I will go to Manchester, but there's things I'd like to do in London as well. Mm,
yeah.
yes.
I've never even been to London, which people can't believe.
Yes, I know. I do find that hard to believe. Uh, join the Joe Daddy Network Instagram. Yes, thank you. Oh, there. Oh, she's trying. Look, she's getting fancy, Claire. Kathy's getting
Pretty
fancy
slick.
on us. Oh man. Jeez. I mean, good job, Kathy.
It's hard to link an Instagram page. It's really tricky. There is a way of doing it. But I mean, all you really need is the name. So you've got the name, so it's easy to find. Hello, Sam.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sam from Betting Man is here. Sam, no rendezvous on your way home today. No tryst. Ah, Joe, you being one of them.
Fred.
One of them. Well, what'd you laugh at? Tryst?
No trim, I said.
No. Oh yeah, trim. Yeah, he mentioned that earlier too. After I was talking about that. Yes, no trim. There's no trim too little. All right. Well, I guess it could be. I mean, I don't know. You
Well,
need to
Lockie isn't
ask
going
the
to leave us
husband
all.
the name. Ask the husband. Well, ask your husband, dear. Lottie is extremely cheeky, if you get my drift. I was getting tired of going in. What'd you say, hon?
I said delightfully cheeky.
Mm, yeah. Frightfully cheeky, actually. Yes, okay. So, but, yes. All right. So a condo at the beach. Ask if y'all are on the east or on the west end. Look at Kristen getting all logistically set up there. She's breaking logistical on us. All right. Our beach is only 17 miles long, so I probably would know where it is. Hey, Joe, yeah. Can you sell something so we can raise money for the trip? Some of my personal belongings so I said, let me get this straight now, Drew. I sell something of mine so to pay for your trip. Yes. Oh, yeah, of course. We're very generous over here. What would you suggest I sell?
Yourself.
Well, I don't know. I sell my ASMR tape. I'm looking at my desktop and
Would
it
love
is
that.
my desktop is unbelievable. You would not believe it. You wouldn't believe. I will tell you right now. None of you would believe. Well, maybe some of you would believe it. What are you laughing about, Charlotte? You charlatan. Yes, I know. The beach. The beaches of Kristen. Kristen Beach. That'd be a name of a stripper, but Sandy Beach is the best one. Yeah. Oh, I know what you mean. Sell merchandise. I had you, Jew. T-shirts with May December Society logo on it, cups with May December Society logos on it. Yeah, all of that stuff exists still. You can go below the page on YouTube and you can purchase them. But we'll have some Joe Daddy stuff coming out. I just need to make the phone call and we can have them create a logo. I mean, we could create the logo. I just have to put a silhouette or something. I would like to have something classy, not with my, face and color on it or something. I would rather. Who of you out there are designers? Please design a logo. Otherwise, it's going to be.
That could be a new competition. Design the Joe Daddy Network.
Yeah, logo.
Logo.
Right. Yeah. JDN. The JDN. It'll be a JDN production. Okay. X amount of work we have done a lockdown worthwhile. Some biscuits being brought in really cheered me up. And this chat will cheer me up more. Well, talk about biscuits. I know what you mean. But differently. A watercolored world map would be a good logo, yeah? And you'd have all the colors of Joe Daddy. From all where everyone is located. Yeah, I know. I do know. I know. Yes. Check Discord, Joe, and see the biscuits I had made for me. Yeah. See, every time I hear that term, that's a term of endearment for me. Did I say that? I said that's a term of endearment that I use, biscuit. Did I really say but? Holy shit. I swear I don't and obviously I wasn't trying to do it.
I didn't notice it until Lottie's pointed it out, but now I can't stop noticing it.
It is really strange. So it will be a picture of Joe Daddy with but under it. The Joe Daddy Network and but production. Yes. But that's hilarious. How she picked that up? She really studies me, right? She must really study me. Wow. Oh well, I guess I do it and don't even know it.
It's adorable. It's not weird, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so thanks.
You sounded so thrilled then, thanks.
I said it what?
I said you sounded so thrilled then, thanks.
Yeah. I mean, well, to me, it comes, what if I'm reading a script or something, you have to be pretty precise or they call you out on it. And they would pick that up. But perhaps I've never said but in anything that I've done. As it has negative connotations, and yet for me it has pleasing connotations. I mean, just adding a T can do so much to a word. Let's see. Olivia, how are you? Good to see you. Is this Olivia of MDS fame? I will give you a recap if it's Olivia. You should offer Jody a master class and we can get a J.
You should perhaps get your sort of rebrand your Patreon and get that going and do like, I don't know, a personalized welcome video or something, that
Yes.
sort of thing.
Yep, Olivia's very nice. Thanks for coming on. I chatted with Olivia recently. Olivia is a friend for a long time, and she is a student with 1 year left at Clemson University, which is a favorite of mine. And Bruce went to Clemson, my buddy Bruce. So we follow their football team. And I was mentioning to Olivia that my cousin is the starting middle linebacker, for those that understand American football, for Notre Dame. And those two schools, her school and my cousin's school, play one another this year. Although Olivia is petite and beautiful, she will not be suiting up for the game. She could be a cheerleader, but I don't know if she does that. Many of you would remember Olivia if you went back on MDS and researched her. Olivia, you could give a clue as to who you are there. So I'm very happy that you came over. It's good to see you here. This is a kind of a loose, it's kind of a loose-fitting jacket, this show. So we go in many different directions. So we have room to turn around and face, or just, take the jacket off. Have you got masks ready, Charlotte and Claire, for the 24th? Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys are going to go to masks, mandatory masks?
Yeah, I've had masks since March, even though it's not been mandatory, and I've looked like a weirdo in shops.
Yeah, well, I wear them all the time. And I was telling you guys, my sister manufactures some masks and sends them to people. They're just a tad too heavy for me. I like the ones that the doctors and nurses use, that is just the paper one. I figure if you can't wash them though. If you do, it hangs off your nose and it looks weird. Paper doesn't work, I guess you could paper mache a mask. See your comment above. Okay, let's roll up there. Kristen. You should offer a Joe Daddy Masters class, and we can get our is that a Joe Daddy degree or something? I don't know what that, your JED or your jurisprudence or wow, lucky. Florida is beautiful. We love coming here, but driving stinks. Well, the only thing I could recommend, if driving stinks, it's so hot that you have to just roll the windows down. And bear it. You should fly, but there was no flying. Why did it take so long? It's 1,000 miles, right? I would do that in about 14 hours. Did you drive straight through, Rachel? Joe Daddy, see my comment. A Joe Daddy education. I got you. Like a GED, a JED. Yes, but it would be an entirely different thing.
Ooh, Joe Daddy masks. Yeah, Joe Daddy on your face.
Oh, we have to remember that one. I'm going to call some place that produces these things. I need a logo. Or just put Joe Daddy. Put my picture on the front of it. Or put the back of my head on the front. No, that would be the wrong one. I mean, if you wore, that'd be a perfect look, wouldn't it be, for a thong bikini? The little patch part. You just have the back of my head there. Yes, and somebody said, "What's that?" It's a Joe Daddy there. They're hard to find. And we come in an assortment of colors. We just come, so don't worry about it. Assortment of colors. But we'd be happy to accommodate you. Your triangle. Whether you're from the triangle area or not, you could wear one.
Oh, God.
6 people?
Yeah,
oh, that would be That is so painful. But I'm glad you're having a good time. Mm, Joe Daddy. Joe Daddy could become a in-demand commodity. On demand, you'd have
I
to watch video.
know.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that.
What was your idea, Kathy?
Or I will cry. She said, I'll have to go pick up my
Okay.
gun. Enjoy your gun. Shoot it first. Make sure they clean it for you. Hey, I was upset that it wasn't Kathy. Kathy bringing all the boys to the yard.
Oh, the masks were your idea. Yeah.
Oh, the wearing masks or Joe Daddy masks. Oh
Joe
yes,
Daddy man.
yes, absolutely. Let me research that, okay? Because everyone is are they're silk screening or doing these masks, but we can make it. We want to make it functional, I guess. Maybe I get my
Yeah, I like
sister.
that idea a lot.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. We need. If I have a logo, I can call these people. We'll have stuff. We can have stuff immediately. I want someplace to
Yeah.
drop ship it though. I don't want to carry it all here. Then I have to go out and send it. So it can be arranged.
So bye, Kristen. Have fun picking your gun up.
Yeah, she's going to go there and shoot it. She likes to do that. But don't drink anything, dear. Or climb any trees with a loaded gun in your hand. You didn't tell me what
Oh,
kind of 9mm you're getting, but that's okay. We can find out later.
sorry.
I'm sure Kristen will have a carry license. My gun is just registered.
You have the gun.
So it needs to be in the house. But I don't need to carry it with me. I mean, they
Oh, I didn't realize you had a gun.
Well, I'm waiting for it to be, yeah. But no, I just of late because I could never have one in New York or Washington, and all my friends have them, so I want to make sure that there's one in there. I don't know why we have them, but just in case. We have armed patrols here, but there's nothing. I mean, there's nothing out there to worry about. But you never know, right? I'm not really.
Yeah, well,
I'm not
like
really a gun
alligators
person.
and stuff.
Pardon me?
You got like alligators and stuff.
Oh yeah, but yeah, you don't want to get near them. When you see them, you want to move away.
Well, I don't think I want to invite it round for tea and sandwiches.
No, of course not. But our lakes here in the neighborhood have signs: no swimming, alligators, or no swimming with alligators, or something weird. I mean, like, beware of the alligators, But there's a little nice park bench there to sit and watch the water, right? But you're like this sitting there going, really relaxing. But they very rarely attack people. It's only when, they are provoked. And they're fast too, by the way. And on water, you have no shot in water.
Yeah, they just sort of drag you down, don't they?
Yeah, they drag you under, and they leave you there. Remember that poor little child they had one of those signs in Disney World. It's not there anymore. The signs are now everywhere, but there was a sign that was in the shadows. It was at nighttime. And this is a lagoon, okay? It's a little peaceful lagoon, blue water, and probably a man-made lake. And kids are just there in the shallow water walking. It's nighttime. It's after dinner. They're walking, and parents are sitting out their chairs or having a drink or something. and the little boy wanders out of the light by just a fraction shade, and zoom, he's taken under by a gator. And you know what? The way they do is they drown their prey by dragging them underwater, not harming them. Well, they kill them, take them underwater, and then they'll go back later, much later. It could be a very long time they go back. The little boy, sad story, was found completely intact. You know, a very sad story. And I could not believe that happened at Disney World. But if you in Florida, if you have a lake, a natural lake, a small body of water, you take the alligator out, another one will come up, because we are sitting, you know, in this aquifers, and they go. It's amazing how they can just get around. A friend of mine had 2 alligators in his pond on his property. He got rid of them, and he said, "You're not gonna believe it. 2 days later, another one was there." It's just like they come out of nowhere. It's frightening. But they don't. They really. It's rare that they would do anything. Yeah.
It's just crazy to like people like me and Sam and Bo, because we don't have these types of animals where we live. Probably the most dangerous thing we have is like, you know, a grass snake or a fox. So to hear you sort of nonchalantly talking about, you know, these massive predators is hilarious.
It's hilarious, and we have bobcats that are so huge. You hit a golf ball into this group of, you know, little palm shrubs and everything. You go over there, you hear this. Okay, we're going this way. Forget it. I do not go near the gators at all, even the babies, because I say there's a mama somewhere around, and you see a baby, and Bruce is always taking. I said, "Bruce, man, get out of there." He takes these pictures, and of course I say, you know, send it to me because I want it, but I will not go over there. I don't, you know, play with it. Ever since a friend of mine told me he was in Florida, and he was a kid, he was a teenager, and he and his buddies had ridden bicycles to an area where there was a gator, and but it was kind of like in a, you know, those big drainage things that are open that go under highways and stuff, anywhere there was a gator in there, and they were taunting the gator. And
oh no.
And so my friend sees the gator pull back his front leg and then pull back the other one like he's going to spring. And just as he said, "We better get out of there," that thing he threw the bicycle on him, hit the gator, and they took off. I mean, obviously, he said he definitely respects them and will not go near them now. But that guy would have he would have killed them. But they shouldn't have been, you know, stupid kids, right? You don't, you know, you have better sense than that. Yeah, I have a lot of respect for those animals. Yeah. Yeah, so we have bobcats. We have panthers too. I haven't seen one yet, but they're moving from the Everglades. They keep moving a little bit north. What else do they have? I see a lot of, when I go play golf sometimes in a certain particular place. Well, it happens all over, but in season you see guys with crossbows, and they're allowed to go in and they're ridding the golf course of wild boars. You know, so
they are really fearsome.
Yeah, they're fierce, and they really
screw
up.
It's just a hairy pig, but they'll gore you.
Yeah, but they also will take off. They don't want to confront you, but if they, yeah, so they go after those. So we have boars. What else do we have? Well, we have tons of fish, of course. And the wildlife is amazing. We have swans. We have this one swan thing that is only his I think his body or his wings are pink, but the rest of them is white opposite. It's very cool to see that come in. Different kinds of birds. It's beautiful. It's a paradise. And
I've seen pictures of Florida with these sort of like white birds. I don't know what they're called, and they sort of come over, and are they on their way for migration or something?
Tons of white birds. One of the interesting one that stops traffic is the sandhill crane. You can look those up. They stand about this tall.
I think that's the one that,
There's that tall. And they're usually in threes. It's usually a mom, dad, and offspring. And one walks point, the kid's in the middle, and they're in the back and they're looking around. But sometimes you see many of them together. Even for three, you have to stop because they're endangered. So they are really, reproducing now. So sandhill cranes. Yeah, you can come out of your car in the garage and you can be standing right on your driveway. Okay, guys, let's hurry on. When we're playing golf, we hit the clubs together. Let's go, boys. Get out of the way. Yeah, bugs, though, they're not fun. Here, where I live, they spray for bugs, so that's good. So it's
spray.
In the middle of the night, I think they do, because we don't have any mosquitoes. And I can go to someone's home, stand outside in their yard for 2 minutes, and you're like swatting yourself the whole time. You have to spray for those things. I mean, they have giant mosquitoes here.
Ugh.
I have a cousin who was here like a month, bought a house, going to retire to Florida, whatever. They left in a month because she couldn't handle the idea that all these creatures, and they're all there, and you get used to it. I have a snake that I don't know what they call it, changes its skin once a year in my garage. So I'll come up there, I say, I know what time of year it is, and this huge long thing is in my, and sometimes I see a snake that comes in,
Oh, it's not poisonous, is it?
No, and they take care of, anything. You would never have any mice around there. Yeah. So they all have a purpose. For example, the geckos are all everywhere, and the geckos eat the insects. So they're flying around, so they take care of those. It's quite interesting.
Lottie, you just need to bring lots of geckos with you everywhere you go, and then you'll be fine.
Well, I tell you, you won't have any trouble indoors, Charlotte. Should you be wandering indoors? So, and the beach.
I don't think you're really going to be venturing much outside, Lottie.
Yeah, well, not that much. Yeah, you may want to see the beach or something one day. But I don't go to the beach that often, so it will be a novel experience. But that's where a lot of restaurants are. But Florida was built up from the shores in, of course. For many years, I only thought Florida was, bars and restaurants and clubs, and, till you move here, and then you realize that's just like any other place, only warm. And notice that crocodiles are not here.
No, the saltwater ones. Which one? What? I don't know. Ones that are saltwater and ones that are freshwater or something.
Yeah, but we don't have that many. I went across a bridge in Costa Rica, and it was an old bridge. It was, and I'm like, oh man, I drive across this thing, and I looked down, and in the water there were so many crocs. All, oh my God, if he had fallen in there. But it was a real rickety old bridge. It was scary. They're going to show me shoes now. Of course, I look for Crocs in Florida. And they, of course, are doing that. They do. You can buy them here. Yeah, Crocs in Florida. American crocodiles are shy and reclusive species. They live in coastal areas throughout the Caribbean and occur in the northern end of the range and South Florida. So we might not have them this far up. Maybe it is South Florida, but there's another 3 hours to get to the end. They live in brackish water or saltwater areas. So brackish waters, for those of you who don't know, is a combination. Here's where salt meets fresh, I believe. Yeah, can be found in ponds, coves, creeks, mangroves, and swamps. I've never seen a croc here, but alligators abound. Crocodiles are federally and state protected, and the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission's position was that they are reestablishing themselves in their historic range. The American saltwater crocodile population, which is found most exclusively in South Florida and the Keys, so that's way down there, went from hundreds, I don't know if it didn't finish. So the Keys in that area get crocodiles, saltwater. It's gators up here in our ponds. And the name of the mascot for the University of Florida, the Florida Gators. So there. So we got that going for us, which is nice. Mario today, I watched his dissertation, and he was defending it, and he did well. He passed, which was good. But I think they call it dissertation. He's going, I think, for his degree, or to be his thesis, to be a verbal, because he's an interpreter. But it was treated like a PhD dissertation. He had to defend it. They asked him questions. Why this? And why did you say this? And why did you say that? I mean, there was more stuff. I mean, he speaks perfect English. I thought that would be it. But, and it was in Italian, so that was cool for me. So I was with his sister, and I was taking, I was using one of the translation sites to figure out. His sister put something up there after it was over, and I didn't know what it was. So I put it up there. It says, "Don't say anything until those people leave the room," because they were being pricks, man. They were really running him over the coals. But they gave him a good score, so that was good for him. That's why I thought it was more like a PhD, because they drill you down, But it was a probably an hour meeting or 45 minutes. I was glad I was able to watch it. He was a nervous wreck, but he did well. That's good.
Congratulations to him.
Yeah, sure, for sure.
Really a very talented chap.
Very talented, very talented. He's a good guy too. Boom. Okay, Joe, good. What else we have going on here, Claire? Let's see.
Everyone's talking about Lottie and her gecko, and no, that's not a euphemism.
Uh-oh. She does kick up the dust, doesn't she? Okay, let's see now. But how big do they get? Lottie clearly has some good taste. Let's see. He did for a while until he downgraded. Well, I don't know. That must be something about her boyfriend. All right. Hello to Carrie. Yeah.
Sorry, I had to mute for a minute because Rory was crying.
That's all right, huh? That's all right. I'm trying to catch up on these things, reading. Don't do the bug thing. There are no bugs indoors, but you'd want to go outside, Kathy. Are you shy? Are you saying you're telling me I am shy about showing off my body? If I were to go to the beach, if I was going to the beach and was going to disrobe, I need about a month in the gym before I do that. Remember, I'm a thespian. We must prepare. That is just another role I've been thinking about that anyway because I have to do the twins thing, but I may be more Hawaiian Papa. Now I don't usually take my shirt off
Well, you should more often.
here for anybody. Just I don't very often.
Look good.
Oh.
I mean that.
Oh. Well, thank you. Can you tell me what part of Florida you and Angela live in? Anywhere near? Now, you'll never know. Who is you'll never know? Do we know her? Him? Her? The little pooch? I'll tell you the region we're in. It's called the Treasure Coast, where all the people who tried to attack May December Society's ships sank off the coast. I defiantly look good. It's like standing there like Superman. Hello.
See, there you go. Everyone's chiming in.
Yeah, well, when we title the program one day, we'll do an but program. We'll highlight all the fancy buts about. I have some video that I will not share without other people's, and I can't do it here anyway. I can't do it here. I can't. That's why we need a Twitch time.
Yes, definitely.
Alex is here. Hello, Alex. Did you just walk in? Geckos. I need more gecko pics. Did she put up real gecko pics? Or was that euphemism?
No, I said it wasn't a euphemism.
Oh, good. Because I never know with her. She is one of her more playful members in that she will do certain things that are more playful, I think.
Oh, no, it's adorable.
Let's see.
Yeah, if you can hear that music, I'm outside of the garden and that's an ice cream van.
Oh, nice.
Inexplicably has come on the rainiest day.
And the children want something, of course. Do they hear it? How are you on ice cream trucks? Okay or not?
I'm so cruel. I tell them when the music plays, it means they've ran out of ice cream.
Oh, man. That is classic. That's one of the funniest things I've ever heard. Having been a kid who always ran to the noise, but they've run out of ice cream. Claire, that's hilarious. I would use that in a stand-up routine. I would do that about this friend of mine. Yeah. You think moms are cruel?
Every 2 minutes, and they're like, "Oh, can we get a room?" And we have ice cream in the freezer all the time, and I'm like, "Oh, well, sorry, dear. It means they've run out. We've got none left."
Boy, that is quick thinking. I love that. That's hilarious. Oh, look, listen, Mommy, they've run out of ice cream again. I'm glad we have some at home. Oh, wow, that's too funny. Hilarious.
They're going to hate me when they grow up.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yes, I know. But you know what? They're going to love you when they do it with their children. Mom was right. No, I'm sorry. It's, Grandmommy was right. Yeah, they're out of ice cream. That day will come. That's hilarious. Well, this has been a fun day. We're getting towards the end of our shift here. The Big Bopper will be taken over. And Casey Kasem with America's Top 40.
Your mother just told you to get a job, Alex. It's equally as cruel, probably.
Your mom just told you to get a job. Wow, that is. Wow. Alex is going to get a job.
Oh, that's true, Alex. As a firstborn, I agree. And they always get treated the harshest.
Yeah, they do. You're absolutely right. I was not the firstborn. I was a middle child between two sisters.
I bet you were spoiled because you're the only boy.
Yeah, I mean, when I look back on it, it was ridiculous because this would go around. Okay, I can see it. You have chores. Make your brother's bed. Do that. And the funny thing is, we were never like that. I mean, I saw the error of that and in that. So my son, make your bed, learn to make your bed, do all this stuff. Because when I went in the service, I mean, I knew long before then, but you take care of your own stuff. So it was funny though. But my sisters are like, oh, I got to make Joe's bed. Let's go.
Yeah, I would not like that. But saying that did happen to me as well.
Yeah.
Like, my brother would say, "Oh, I can't do it," and he would whinge, and then, "Oh, Claire, just do it."
Yeah.
That's great.
Had its own issues, Kathy. You were an only child for 12 years. You're
Firstborns
a twin.
unite. Yeah.
You are a twin, Sarah Jane. Interesting.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Joe likes twins.
Yes, film to come. There's a film coming up on twins, Sarah Jane, and but please, when you watch it with in the context in which it is meant to be the humorous.
Oh my goodness, Olivia. It's terrible. My parents just threw me out. That's what they did.
Yeah, that's a part of Olivia's story, which was very riveting, and I was chatting with her for a couple of years about that almost. Wasn't it? Oh, it was about that. I always called her O.
Oh.
A little nickname, but anyway. Is your story that was well documented at the time still up on MDS? Because I think
If it is, I'm definitely going to
everyone
head
here
over
would
there
be
and look.
interested in. Yeah, I mean, the police being called once on the guy she was. Oh, you guys ought to read her story. It was quite riveting and really, really sad because it really pointed to. It was probably the first case, if you will. We take them all as cases where you could see parents really going off the deep end, and not really getting the whole idea of that their child is an adult. They don't like that, and of parents withholding things they were providing at one point, trying to make an example for maybe a sibling. It was really. But I'm glad you're doing well now. I really am. Yeah.
It's crazy how people react to something that's perfectly normal.
I know. Been going on forever.
But it's also it makes me feel like my story isn't so bizarre and weird. That there are other people.
Yes, there are, and I do have some. See, if we were together in a meetup or just having drinks, I have some stories, but I would never tell them online here. But there's some really very sad stories. Your story, though, Claire, is not so much you. I mean, it is your parents or were pretty wacky, but same
yeah,
thing,
I don't
same
get
thing
them
for
now
Olivia.
either.
Same thing for Olivia, but yeah, I mean, there's so much cruelty in that. I couldn't believe that when I heard about yours too. Parents, you cannot pick your parents, that's for sure. Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I see. When I get, in the conversation, I'm not thinking of what it is. I mean,
That,
I'm trying to articulate it, but I'm not thinking about
it's like
but.
when some people say, you go, but.
It must be a thing because that is, the perfect, what I mean, that's you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it probably doesn't affect when you're reading from a script because it's right there in front of you and you're not sort of considering what you're saying.
It does, but it does um, point out my fascination with anatomy.
But,
Yeah.
but,
But, yeah.
yes, yeah, Lottie is adorable. It is cute.
Lucky to have a close friend and mum who understands, but everyone else thinks I'm a weirdo. Well,
Yeah, Sarah Jane.
we do not think that about you. Thanks for the butts.
I'd appreciate that.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Oh, that's good, Olivia.
Olivia, that's terrific. So you're still in South Carolina? You must be near Clemson though, right? It's summertime. Well, I don't even know if you get to go to class in your senior year now. Is it going to be a virtual school for you? And will the tuition still be the same?
In the UK, the tuition is going to be the same. So
I mean,
I'd imagine it would be similar in the US.
Yes, and well, I had heard that, and it's surprising to me, or it is not. They're going to they're going to have so much in what their endowment, so it's going to be huge. Because it has to be. I mean, come on. No, well, they still have to pay teachers, don't they, to keep them around.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of university professors, it's just lectures. It's
Yeah.
you just stand in front of everyone and talk basically, which that you could easily have online. But the other sort of close knit sort of one-on-one work, obviously that can't go on.
Yeah.
I forget the name of what we call it in the UK. There's a special name for a class that you attend in university in the UK where it's a small group.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't working.
So you're in Clemson, South Carolina. See, I feel bad now that I never said anything before. I can't believe I thought it was just you being sly and making a joke. Me? Who?
About your but.
No kidding. Man, I mean, that is but to carry that on for so long, and even in any context, I would still put an M in front of a but. But it is something that maybe it has come full circle now. It is definitely my preference. I mean, I like, everything. I'm just saying. They say there are ass men. I guess I'm just an ass man. Okay. Or a butt man. I just made some new creations of our dear Joe Daddy. Oh gosh, I'm starting to be concerned about you, Charlie. Tune in the Saturday Skype. Is there a Saturday Skype this week? They have a tuition freeze, meaning the price hasn't increased from last school yet. Well, that's big of them, right? It costs so much to go to that school. Oh, that's nice. Well, I think that's terrific. Always engaging.
Oh, I agree.
Engaging the audience. You just do it, people that are interested in that will gravitate towards it. I'm sure it'll be fun. Good luck to Don. Harass people.
I realized that I had such a preference for it until I came to this live, and then I started thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, Joe's right.
Joe's right. Yeah. No but. But.
I think butt and leg are one and the same, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, it's all. Yeah, I would honestly. I know this is not typical male speech, but I would. I mean, I would forego the boobs for the butt any day. Any day. I mean, you don't have to be enormously bust. You know, you could be model-esque, but as they say, they say D's nuts. They say D's butts.
Yeah. I'm told that's my best feature.
Oh. And we get some more information from across the pond. Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. I'm with you on that, Bo. I think so. I think that's right. I mean, that it just encompasses such a remarkable area. I mean, you know, what we call something else and you call something else, but you know, that area, of course, is critical. But what gets you there might be. Sorry. Well, maybe this is cold now.
Yeah, yes, Lottie, that is without doubt true.
Yeah. It brings to mind that I have to put on my SS uniform so we can play with this. Oh, time over. Isn't good. But it is but.
Well, if I become more confident and work out more, I might display said feature, but we'll see. I'll have to be more confident to do that.
Whoa. Well, you know, anytime you feel you want to bounce off your shots to me, I'm confidently sure I will answer. I'm an ass person. Watch Carrie shake it while cleaning the grill. That's hilarious.
Well, I think I might have to.
Yeah. Sarah Jane likes a broad back. Ooh, nice.
Presumably on a man, not a woman.
Yes, unless she is like one of my twins who is an amazing athlete. Right, Bo? One of my twins is an amazing backstroke swimmer. What is Sarah sending to Striper in private?
She wants to join the Skype on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
The more the merrier.
Yeah, the more the merrier. It does get, sometimes, we're not really sure what direction it's going to take. But it will be an experience for sure. And feel free to bring alcohol if you prefer. So we do that on Saturday nights. And it is a Skype chat, so you will be visible in the Hollywood squares and you get to talk and all those kinds of things like you already know you can do. It can become raucous at times.
People fall out trees, flash.
Oh my God, they flash.
Wear,
They
wear Trump hats.
they do all kinds of weird stuff.
Thank you very much. I'm over here blushing now.
Let's see the comment here. Yes, of course. Yeah. We're all lining up waiting for those to help you gain that confidence. Yes, you can join. Sarah, join. Are we not putting up the link or what? We could put it up because if anybody comes in, we don't have to let them in. You know what I mean? You want to put it up? I'll put it up.
I beat you to it.
Did you? Yeah. Okay. This is that. Go to Joe Leon Live on your Skype. You can send me a text and I will welcome you in. And you'll be all set for Saturday night. Now, what has been happening of late, I don't know, I haven't talked to Danny what we're going to do. He has, in the last couple of lives, he has going on before me, but I wander in, our original time was around 7 p.m. Eastern, which is late for our friends in the UK, but did I? I'm starting to hear that now, but that's hilarious. I take it as a flaw.
I have an idea. Every time that somebody hears Joe say "but," you can put a peach in the comments. See how many peaches there are at the end of the stream.
You guys, that's hilarious. You know, Charlotte told me, and she told me that I'm like, what? And I was honestly, I was like, what are you talking about? I mean, because you know, when somebody studies that in voice and speech and all that stuff, but maybe there I go. But maybe I never, it was never a thing. Maybe it wasn't picked up. Maybe I didn't do it until I don't know. It's a flaw, but.
Yeah, on the Skype, take a shot every time Joe says "but," being passed out by the end of the
I tell you what, I think that's going to be a good logo too. But. Yeah. I think I can effort that. Today I have to go because finally I'm going to go back out and play golf this afternoon, although it's terribly hot, but I need some exercise. So, but I can get to work on that this evening. The but. Joe Daddy but. The JDN, Joe Daddy Network. But. What's the word? What's the word today, class? But. Yes, there we go. Claire, thank you so much, sweetheart, for being a wonderful co-host. And remember, Claire can come on at any time with a clarification. She might come on and say, but mugs are available. You never know. So it's not a flaw. Thank you. Oh, Charlotte, I ought to get to know you better.
But.
No but. All but. Yes, all but. No, see, yeah, I didn't. I just gotta let it go. I can't stop thinking. I think about that but.
You're overthinking it.
I'm overthinking the but.
Yeah, which is an easy thing to do.
Yeah. Yes. All right. So listen, guys, I'm heading out. Oh, thank you so much for being here. You used to play on the golf team? All right. It might be a road golf tournament coming. Then we'll have to get involved with. I'm going to head out, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. And a special thanks to Claire. She's a doll. And thank you.
Bye, everyone.
And you are all make my life so much happier and easier. I appreciate every one of you. And I don't have time to say goodbye to each and every one of you because we ran over a little bit. But that's where it would come in, though. I know, I could say that's where it would come in. But thanks to all the newcomers as well. So we'll see you again soon. And don't forget Saturday night. And also, we're going to be here Friday. We'll be back Friday, 10:30 Eastern. And we'll see everyone. Claire, thank you, dear. I'm going to end now. And
Okay.
we're both going to bow out. Thank you guys so much. Bye. Thanks, Claire.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, man, you guys are great. Thanks, everyone. That was fun. Oh. And butts to all, and to all a good night. Unbelievable. I cannot. Oh, well.